Borderlands 4 budget exposed, and it's insane. Randy Pitchford explains this is why it'll cost $80. I'm gonna make a prediction right now. $300 million plus. That's how much this game costs.
Borderlands 4 has more than twice the development budget than Borderlands 3.
Oh yeah? Oh yeah? How much was Borderlands 3? How much did Borderlands 4 cost to develop? Not Borderlands 4. How much did Borderlands 3 cost to develop? No, Google, I hate you so much. Sorry, I don't understand. Okay, we'll probably find out.
More than twice. The truth is, I don't know what the price is going to be.
I'm not much on speeches, but it's so gratifying to leave you wallowing in the mess you've made. You're screwed. Thank you. Bye.
Yeah, imagine. Borderlands 4, $80 for the base game. Deluxe edition, $100. If you want all the DLC, full price Borderlands 4, $80 plus full price DLC, probably going to be $80. We're looking at a $160 game here. If it's got $20 DLC and there's 4 of them, that's a $160 game.
What is up, Space Pirates? This is your Admiral, the obviously awesome Dr. Disaster, and Randy Pitchford, the CEO of Gearbox, has
Randy Pitchfork, Randy Bitchford, whatever you want to call him,
responded to the controversy that he himself created when he basically told people to stop being poor and just buy his Borderlands 4 game.
Like, he could have just not said anything. Just kept his mouth shut. It wouldn't have been that big a deal. People would have been upset. But you just did the World of Warcraft thing. No, it was Diablo Immortal. You guys not have phones?
We've got to have money.
Pitchford
Money. I say that a lot. I say that one and money, 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 money.
just posted this on X. It's a video of himself in a recent Q&A session, and in this video he explained to everyone that if the game ends up being $80, it's because apparently the budget of this thing is over twice the budget of Borderlands 3. And if you didn't know, by the time the
Yep, 150 million, I was right. $300 million. That's how much Borderlands 4 costs. I bet it was more than that. I bet it was like 400 million.
DLC was all finished up for Borderlands 3, the budget for that game was apparently $140 million.
That's way too much, but that's also including the DLC. Base Borderlands 4 costs twice as much as this. They haven't even started working on DLC yet, I don't think.
Which means that the budget for Borderlands 4 is likely somewhere around $300 million.
Holy shit!
What?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. That's fucking crazy. I've been a lifelong Borderlands enjoyer. I mean, like, Borderlands 3 wasn't that great, but I still beat it. I still did everything that I could in that game. Played with all the characters twice through. I'll probably still play it again in the future. It is a fun game. The story's kind of whack. I've been playing Borderlands since the first Borderlands. I've been playing Gearbox since Brothers in Arms days. No longer am I a fan of Gearbox.
What the hell are they doing over there at Gearbox? Why the hell would it cost that much to make such a game? And more than that, let me ask this. Why should we be expected to foot the bill on this thing? If these idiots at Gearbox decided to overspend, then it isn't our responsibility to bail them out because it isn't our ass on the line. We don't need Borderlands 4 in our lives. It's entertainment.
It seems like a $50 game to me. Everything is seeming like $50 games to me. I think $50 is the sweet spot now. Make smaller games. Stop inflating your budgets. Release them for $50 with a couple of DLC, maybe 4 DLC, and then maybe like 4 more small DLC thrown in there. You could even throw in some skin packs. Not like a storefront where you gotta like buy individual skin packs, like an actual skin pack, maybe 3 of them, that's got like 10 skins in it. Borderlands 2, the way Borderlands 2, I think that was perfect with the DLC.
It isn't food or clothing or something like that, but we're gonna watch this video that he put out and mock the hell out of it as Pitchford exposes himself and his studio as pure freaking idiots.
I wonder if it's gonna have a storefront. I wonder if they're gonna put microtransactions in it.
Excuse me. Your balls are showing.
Bumblebee Tuna. Bumblebee Tuna. Bumblebee Tuna. Dr. Disaster. I like this little in between. It reminds me of like an anime, like cutaway. Also, it's got a little bit of 90s in there.
Alright, me hearties, make sure that you hit the like button on this video.
Dr. Disaster really does look like he would be some weird guy in a movie that's posting videos on the internet trying to be like the dark savior type, you know, like in The Purge.
Share it with your friends, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, and also, don't forget to follow me over on X, where I keep a list of games lousy with wokeness.
This boss fight does look really cool. I will give them that. What they're doing with like the hands throwing around and stuff, kind of like who was it in Borderlands 3? See, I don't even remember the characters in Borderlands 3, the Siren character.
Into the account at all times for your reference. My handle on that platform is Dr. Disaster 1. But anyhow, let's take a look at this full video that Randy Pitchford put out and see what he has to say for himself.
Randy, I got a tough one for you here.
Oh, you got a spicy one for me?
I don't know the answer. I don't know.
Why is it always me that has to do the spicy ones? All right.
What will the game's price be? That's an interesting one. I don't know this.
The price, really, now? I'll tell you the truth. I don't know. And that is the truth. I'll hit it. I'll hit it straight on. And it's...
Yeah, okay, who was that guy that's based in the company that's just asking that? Is he even based? I don't know. Maybe this was just a poor decision on his part to bring it up. But I'm glad he brought it up to Randy Pitchford. Because dude just like puts his foot in his mouth all the time. And also likes to leave flash drives full of brawn in random places. Well, he doesn't like to do that, but he does that.
An interesting time, right? We've got the on one level, we've got a competitive marketplace where people want to, or the people that make those choices want to sell as many units as possible, and they want to be careful about people that are price sensitive. So there's some folks that don't want to see prices go up, even the ones deciding what the prices are. There's other folks accepting the reality that game budgets are increasing and there's tariffs for the retail packaging. And
those people don't actually exist. They're dick eaters and they're probably not buying the games and they're just agreeing with you for no reason. Other than to disagree with the chuds, I guess.
Like, it's getting gnarly out there, you guys. Borderlands 4 has more than twice the development budget.
Yeah, and whose fault is that? Is that our fault? No, that's your fucking fault. You inflated the budget and you added a whole bunch of stuff that didn't need to be there. You changed how the entire mechanics work in the whole game. You added at least 2 mechanics that are new that we just didn't need. You could have kept going with the same formula. You pulled kind of a mechanic out of the pre-sequel that kind of really wasn't a very good mechanic anyway. The gliding mechanic. The game is bloated. The game is bloated, the price is inflated. This game is probably going to succeed technically, but not for the investors.
Than Borderlands 3. More than twice.
But all the time it was my fault. Oh, it's so obvious now. I've seen the light.
I like how he acts as though the decision that he and his studio made to spend an absolutely enormous, a ludicrous number on Borderlands 4, he acts like we are just as responsible as he is, and therefore, we have to pay the price. Well, bullshit, my dude. We would love it if you just made a simple game, something like Borderlands 2 again. We don't need a bloated budget. You did that for you.
Literally, all you gotta do is make Borderlands 2 literally exactly the same, but with a different story and different locations. That's all you gotta do. You don't need all these planets. Don't even know what the point of that was, because all the locations just look like they were locations on Pandora. They could have just been on Pandora. It's ridiculous.
You wanted to just grow for basically no damn reason at all. These people keep spending more and more money, creating more problems for themselves.
if they spend more and more money, then more and more people will buy it because they'll hear that they spent more and more money, right? That's how that works. You spend money to make money, right? The more you spend, the more you make, right?
But whatever. Let's hear some more of what this jackass has to say.
The truth is, I don't know what the price is going to be. I do know that we will be opening pre-orders soon.
It's got franchise rot. It's been going for too long. I think 10 years is probably a good stopping point for franchises. Like after 10 years, just move on, make something new, or shut it down. Happened with Halo 1, 2, and 3. That was like 10 years. It was a little less than 10 years. Well, let's add Reach in there. And then everything after that, trash. Assassin's Creed had a good 10-year run. Everything after that, trash. Far Cry had a good 10-year run. Everything after that, trash. Happens every fucking time. The Last of Us had a 10-year run for the single game that they had. And then Last of Us 2 came out, trash.
TM, and that will be when the price is set. I think that Borderlands 4, here's the philosophy we have. Whatever the price is, we're entertainers. Yes, we want to get more resources so we can make bigger and better games. There's a reason why Borderlands 4 is so...
No, you don't. You don't want that. Are you... Okay, he's just wanting more money. They want more money. That's what their mind is focused on. They're lying. He's lying. Make bigger, better games. You're making bigger games, yeah. I don't know about better. Who's saying they're better? All I'm seeing is the last few things coming out of Gearbox. Was that Borderlands movie, that god-awful Borderlands movie. One of the worst movies that I've ever seen. Tales from the Borderlands, or New Tales from the Borderlands, I should say. Garbage, boring, slop. Tiny Tina's Wonderlands, that one was just weird. Why did they even make that game? I heard it was alright. But like, what the fuck is it that even?
Awesome. It's because you guys showed up and supported Borderlands 3.
Well, I must be punished then, mustn't I? You're a naughty boy. Don't do it. Don't.
Well, there we have it. The collective of gamers came out and spent money on their last trash fire, so now gamers are being rewarded with a higher price tag. Brilliant.
And we had the budget, so we could more than double the budget and feel confident in that. And that's awesome. When the revenue comes in, we could spend it to make bigger games and better games.
When really what he should have done was use that to make more games instead of bigger games. You could have made like 3 other games. You could have made Borderlands 4, which could have been like a Borderlands 2, and then you could have made like another Brothers in Arms game. You could have fixed Homefront, because you ruined Homefront. I forgot about that. And also Risk of Rain 2. Borderlands is all they got going for them, really. And it's falling apart. I don't see Gearbox lasting much longer. I think they'll end up getting taken over and gutted.
As artists, we want everybody to have it. You know, we want to make it as easy as possible for everybody to enjoy what we're creating.
And also, keep in mind that Gearbox changed hands like 2 different times. Because they were under Embracer Studios. Embracer got sold off. Bunch of weird stuff with that happened. I think Sweet Baby Inc. got in there somewhere, maybe not. Maybe it was just Embracer, who was also just like another Sweet Baby Inc.
So it's a weird thing, but the fundamental philosophy is we want people to buy it so we have the resources to make more.
You want people to buy it, but you're at the same time telling people that they can't buy it. I think he's just a fucking idiot.
But we want everyone who buys and plays a Gearbox game to feel certain that they got the better end of the bargain.
Yeah, okay. I bought Borderlands 3 for $20 with all the DLC. That was a pretty good bargain. $160 for a game, not a good bargain. Especially one that's not going to be as good as a bunch of other games that I play that are in a similar genre, like Cyberpunk.
Whatever the price is, that they got the best value. And that's the philosophy that we live by. And so we're going to have a price set.
That is such bullshit. That is such PR, corporate slop nonsense statement that he just said.
Soon, and it might be the new price that like Nintendo and Microsoft have led with.
You done fucked up. Even if it's not $80, even if it's $70, you done pissed everybody off and they're not going to want to buy this. A lot of people still gonna buy it, but a lot of people who were gonna buy it are now not going to. Like me. I'm not paying $70 for this game. I'm not paying $60. I might pay $50. I'll pay $70 if it gives me all the DLC.
It might be that we stay back. It's going to be the people at the publishing house that decide that. And
I'm going to call it now. I'm making a prediction. There's not going to be Borderlands 2 style DLC. It's going to be like, it's probably going to be like Borderlands 3 where they're just going to not release DLC for a long time, or be like the pre-sequel and just not release the DLC and just cancel it altogether.
And if it is cheaper, then maybe we'll sell you that mini map that you guys want, but we'll develop later. How bad do you want that? $10? I don't know. I'm just kidding. Or am I?
To be clear, I doubt that he is kidding at all. Part of the value proposition of Borderlands and the fact that it's so shitty is that we know that half the damn game comes later on DLC. Acting like he's joking about this does not make it better.
I'm just kidding. Or am I? I'm just kidding. Or am I? I don't know. We'll know soon.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be fine, whatever it ends up being. I think it's going to be amazing, whatever it is. Borderlands is fucking amazing, and it's worth it.
No. Borderlands is not fucking amazing. Borderlands 1 and 2 and Tales from the Borderlands are fucking amazing. The pre-sequel is pretty good. Borderlands 3 is good. You better be better than Borderlands 3. That's all I'm saying.
It's worth it. Yeah.
That was so terrible, I think you gave me cancer.
I feel that, man.
Yeah, just telling me that it's worth it doesn't fill me with confidence that you are correct.
Yeah, it doesn't sound worth it. Especially if you're telling me it's worth it. You're telling me it's worth it, it makes me think that there's something wrong with it and that it's not worth it.
Repeating yourself over and over, saying that it's worth it, doesn't make me think that it is. In the same way that just randomly blaming tariffs, like he did at the beginning of the clip, that doesn't fill me with...
Everybody's blaming tariffs. All of these AAA, quadruple A companies are blaming tariffs. Nobody else is. AA studios aren't. Indie developers aren't. So what's the problem?
With sympathy. The dude spends the whole time in this clip searching desperately for excuses as to why they are going to make this an $80 game, but none of it sticks. In any case though, I'm gonna leave it there. Drop your mockery of this very stupid response into the comment section below, and we will talk there. Thanks for watching me.
Yep, Borderlands 4 is cooked. I think it's gonna end up being an Assassin's Creed Shadows-like situation, where they'll make their money back, they just won't make any profit. What are they gonna do then? The investors are gonna be really pissed, and they're gonna have to make up for it in 10 years when they release Borderlands 5. I don't think they'll make it. What's gonna happen? The Borderlands 4 has to be an astronomical success, because there's not gonna be another one for a decade or longer. Especially if they keep bloating it. If Borderlands 5 is more bloated than Borderlands 4, we might not ever get it. I think we need some more in-between games, maybe. Like Borderlands the pre-sequel 2, or something. Borderlands, the Mordecai story. I don't know. That's all I got. Buy a t-shirt down there in the description. I'm out!